Hi everybody, welcome back to Bearded Reef. My name's Ross. Today we're going to do an update on the Waterbox Peninsula Mini 15 since it's at the 2-month mark now. So welcome back again. That's the tank now 2 months old. I thought I'd do a wee update video on it. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who has already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you could consider that, that'd be great. It really means a lot to me. I'll no blabber on about that again, but if you could please subscribe, it would mean a lot. So, tank's 2 months old now, and what's happened? Not much really. Quite a lot of things have happened behind the scenes. Obviously, if you've seen the videos with the clownfish, you'll know that we've had issues with the clownfish. I still don't actually know what the issue was, but it's been resolved. Clownfish are looking really healthy now, everything's back to normal. The clowns are still in the quarantine tank. The smaller of the two does have a kind of small white spot on it, so I'm just doing a treatment on that, about 10 days I think. We'll get them treated and we'll hopefully get them returned back to the main tank. Then hopefully we'll get some corals in. Which brings me on to the first of my recent purchases. I decided to upgrade the flow in the tank due to the fact that, one, starting to get a little bit of algae build up, so I thought we'll upgrade the flow. Two, plan on putting corals in soon, so needed more flow for that. So what I've done is went for the AI Prime Nero 3. Slightly overkill for this tank. I probably could have went with a much lower spec pump, but I wanted the AI Prime so it would match my light, I could control it from the app and so on, so that's what I've done. It's actually quite a nice unit. I'll put in a couple of videos here just now just to show you what it is. I've got it running between, so it's on random flow, and my lowest setting I think is 30% and my highest 60. Now where I've got it positioned in the tank, that's fine, it's not kicking up the sand too much. It did start with, it's settled out now, so quite happy with that. I might have to lower that once I put the fish back in or put corals in and so on, but we'll take it from there. I'll try it as it is and see how we get on. That's really the main thing to do. Other news with the tank, so a couple of kind of smaller things. Due a water change tomorrow, so I'll get the tank looking a bit better than it is just now. It's a wee bit kind of cloudy-ish water just now. But I guess the biggest update that I've done might not be noticeable to you guys, but recently I stripped the tank down completely, all the water out it, all the rock out it, blah blah blah, and levelled it. Now this is totally my fault, I should have done this in the first place, but I didn't. I thought the tank was fine the way it was, filled it up with water, slightly off the level, really annoyed me. So I let it go as long as I could and lost the plot last weekend and decided that I was going to level it. So I actually, like I say, stripped everything down, took the unit out, lifted the carpet up, took the carpet grip strips away from around the edges, put the stand back in again, and it was still slightly off. So I got these little the furniture packers actually from Amazon. I got them and packed the stand up to where it's level. So done that, stand's now sitting level, put the tank back on it, and I think the weight of the tank's maybe just offset a wee bit, so there's a 2mm gap, not 2mm gap, sorry, a 2mm difference between one side and the other side. I can notice it, it's not that noticeable, I'm just going to have to live with it, there's no way I can get around that, so it is what it is really. Other thing I've done, if you notice, is I mounted the power strip just up there for easier access. It was down behind the tank, it was a bit of a nightmare, so done that, and I've also moved the tank out from the wall a wee bit. That allows me to get in with the flipper cleaner and get it cleaned right along the back glass as well. Something I'd overlooked in the first place, so if you're doing that I would recommend just keep it out enough that you can get the magnet in between. Okay, so that's that. Other updates. I've also added in some more of the max spec bio balls. I felt I didn't really have enough biofiltration in there, so I've added more of them in. Hopefully that helps out with things a wee bit. Not really got too much an issue with anything just now, everything seems to be okay. Cleanup crew's still in there, obviously the clowns aren't in, there's no coral in yet, so it's a young tank, there's not really much to happen. I did go through a bit of the ugly stage, but that seems to be on its way out now. A couple of wee bits of hair algae and so on, but that is what it is. So, a couple of updates to filtration. I've started adding the Aquaforest carbon. Seems like quite a good product anyway. I've not really had a long time running at it, so see how we got on with that. But that's my carbon that I've been using. I've also purchased this, but I haven't used it yet, which is the Seachem Matrix. I don't know if any of you guys have used that or not. Controls the ammonia, nitrite and nitrate, so I got that to try that. We'll see what that's like, and like I say, once I try it I'll let you guys know. So the next thing that I got, a bit of a kind of, not a lifesaver, but something that I really struggled with was getting the glass clean. So tried a couple of different things, tried plain RO water and so on, just couldn't get it right. Then I discovered this Fritz glass and acrylic cleaner. Now I think I just got this off of Amazon, I could be wrong, but this is brilliant. Works really well. Just a single spray. I use a bit of the blue roll and just wipe the glass on the outside, and brilliant, it comes up so good. Again, none of these products are sponsored or shoved in my face. These are things that I've actually went out and got myself, so highly recommend that. If you do want a good glass cleaner, try the Fritz stuff. In preparation for me getting my coral, I've went and got the Coral RX Pro, the coral dip. I seen Jay's Real Reef UK had been using that. A couple of other guys had recommended that as well, so decided that I would get that in preparation for getting the coral. So that should be me set up with basically everything that I need for the coral. I just actually need to now get it. Obviously with there being the pandemic and everything on just now, it's a bit more difficult to get coral. I'd rather go and pick it up in person. I was planning to use mail order corals, which is not too far away from me, but again I'm just going to wait until things are kind of settled out a bit. Potentially order some online. I'm a bit wary about that because I've got a small tank. I don't want to end up with corals that I'm not 100% happy with, and therefore I'm going to regret buying and so on. So I'd rather see them in person first. I know you get the what you see is what you get corals, but I think I would rather get them in person. I mean, if somebody can send me photos of corals and so on and say that's exactly it, and you know, I might take their word for it and go with that, but as it stands I think I want to pick them up in person. So just a couple other small points. I've switched over now. I know a couple of people mentioned about the API test kit, the video I'd done. I've now got all the Salifert test kits. I say all of them, I've got all the ones that I need. So using all the Salifert tests, and they seem to work really well. Way easier to read than what the API one was, and seem to be a lot more accurate anyway. So that's what I've been using. Little tip that I kind of discovered, don't know if it's a commonly known one or not, but when I've been feeding the clowns, I feed them with frozen mysis and frozen krill. Now I take a cube out at a time and defrost them. Now what I was doing was putting them in a little shot glass, putting that in the fridge, defrosting it, and then taking a little pipette and taking a bit out each time. I was getting about 3 or 4 feeds out of the 2 cubes mixed together. That was fine until I went into the fridge the other day to get a drink and knocked the shot glass over and covered the fridge in all the frozen mysis that I had defrosted and went everywhere. Needless to say, that wasn't great. So I went online and got sample bottles. Now I think these are for urine and spit and God knows what else, but they've got a seal on them. So I think these are 30ml. So I just put the 2 cubes into that, put it into the fridge and leave it in the fridge. It means it's sealed, I can sit it upside down, it doesn't drip out, anything like that. It just makes it a bit easier. I don't know how you guys deal with your frozen food situations. A lot of these will have tanks that you can just drop a cube in at a time and it's fine, but I can't have that, so I need to split it up. And that's the way that I've come up with doing it. If you've got a better idea, let me know, but that's kind of the one that I've went with. Jumping back to the tank again, I did pick up these Max Spec coral grippers. So this is to try and keep my hands out of the tank. Now this is a nightmare just now. I cannot keep my hands out of the tank for the life of me. I try and try and try, and there's always that one thing you need. So hopefully with these I can keep my hand out of the tank more. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see if these work. Now that's pretty much all the updates for the tank. A couple of smaller things moving forward. Now, if you've been on my Instagram channel, you'll see all the different kind of feed posts and things that I put on. There seems to be a trend going on Instagram where people swap stickers for their logos, their channels, whatever. So I've had these Bearded Reef stickers made up and have been swapping these with various different channels throughout Instagram. And I'll put in a wee clip here now to show you the different stickers that I've received. thanks very much to all you guys. If you see your sticker, let me know. I'm going to do the sticker wall hopefully in every one of these update videos, just so you guys can see your stickers on the wall. So yeah, thanks very much to all you guys who've added the stickers to my sticker wall. On a final note, well, penultimate. So I just wanted to say a thanks to Mike's Reef UK, that's his sticker there. He sent me stickers, and I also received a couple of prints. Now Mike's wife, I think it's Mac Cabot Art, I'll put the link in the description for her page. Incredibly talented artist. She does lots of really good pictures. So I received 2 prints from Mike, his wife. This is the first one, clownfish print. It's actually really nice, I like that one. Really talented woman, so yep, I'll put the link down below for that one. Also, you may or may not know that I really like my fishing, so I've got this print here which is of a pike. That's a brilliant picture, I really like that. So yep, thanks very much Mike and wife, thank you very much. So yeah, that's that. Couple of channels that I want to mention just as a kind of thank you, and also for you guys to go and have a look at. The first one's Mogsys Aquarium. Now I don't know if you guys have seen Mogsys Aquarium. I've followed him on Instagram. His tank is phenomenal. Guy knows what he's talking about. The tank's doing really well. Absolutely stunning tank. So if you can, go and check out Mogsys Aquarium on Instagram and on YouTube. I'll put both these links in the description for both the pages. If you could drop him a sub on YouTube, that'd be fantastic. Second channel, this is one that I mentioned before again, but Jay's Real Reef UK. If you guys haven't checked him out, go and have a look at his channel. Absolutely brilliant channel. Guy's killing it. He's a bit further ahead of me than what I am in my progress, so I'm picking up things from him as I go along. His channel's great. Really like the way he delivers his stuff, so if you go and check out his channel, that'd be fantastic. I'll also add his link in the description below. And finally, the third one is another channel that I've discovered recently, which is called Fish Palace. It's a guy Paul that runs Fish Palace, I believe. His videos are brilliant. Go and have a look at his stuff. I'll put them in the description below. A lot of good quality help and advice from Paul on his channel, so check out that. That's the 3 channels I would recommend for this one. So yeah, sorry I've kind of dragged on a wee bit again with this video, but just wanted to give you a kind of overall update of what's been happening. I'll try and do these videos every month, just an update video, as well as my normal videos in between. So I think the next video I drop will be either an update on the clowns, depending on how that's going, or I have got a video on my auto top off system. A couple of people have asked me about that. I filmed the video actually before I moved the clowns, so it's a bit confusing, hence why I haven't posted it yet. But I can drop that one, just obviously it was filmed before I moved the clowns, so they're back in the tank again. Yeah, so thanks very much if you've watched the video through to this point. I appreciate it. Really do appreciate all you guys' support, and thanks again for watching. Like I said before, if you could subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Really would help out the channel. And if you could have a look at my Instagram page, there's more updates on that as well. That's just bearded.reef. So once again, stay safe guys, take care out there, hope you're all getting on well, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.